Hey guys, it's Timmy here, and Titanfall is finally out. We've waited so long for this. I waited so long for it since the beta, and especially since it was announced, and now we finally have it. Today's the release date, and I've played it a couple hours, like last night, and when it came out at midnight, and I got a couple things to say about it, and yeah, so let's get into it. So Titanfall has officially come out, and it came out right now for PC and Xbox One. The Xbox 360 version actually comes out the 25th, which is 2 weeks away. The developers are saying that it's just as not just as good, but it's good for like what it is for the 360, and it will be a good experience. So that's good. I'm definitely going to say though that if you are going to get it for the 360, is to wait until reviews come out. Get it maybe instead of the 25th, maybe get it the 28th or like the next week or so, just so reviews come out, gameplay, everything like that, so we could see how the game is, so it's not like a huge disappointment if it runs like at 30 FPS or runs really badly or there's missing features or something like that that can get fixed. So my experience with Titanfall today has been alright, I would say. When the game came out, the servers were completely overloaded on PC. Makes sense, but I mean, then again, you should be able to account for this, knowing it's a big game, know the amount of pre-orders you're gonna get, see that there's this many people that pre-ordered the game, so your server should be ready for the game. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like you should kind of be prepared for this. But the servers were down for a bit. I believe I got on maybe like 20 minutes later or so. So I mean, that's not too bad. But yeah, I mean, the game, it feels good. The maps look nice. Everything looks great. My FPS was kind of like dropping here and there. I think because the actually newest drivers for NVIDIA cards actually came out yesterday, or well today. You know what I mean? It basically came out like right after I finished playing for like this gameplay and a couple other hours, and it came out, so probably have to install the driver and I'll have better FPS. Maybe that's why it's also not working that well for you. But yeah, the game looks good. It looks better than the beta. I mean, I can't like do a perfect comparison because I don't have like screenshots with me. But I bet people will make like screenshots and show that the game does look better. It does. I mean, some of the textures still look kind of bad, but I mean, it is a Source game. It's based on the Source engine, and the Source engine is pretty old. I mean, it came out Half-Life 2, I think, so it's like 10 years old or so. So it's a pretty old engine. But I mean, it works, and the game runs great. It looks really good, and it plays really well. And it's Titanfall. It feels good. Now, what's great though is that because it's a new game, there are people that are new to the game, so it does feel good for everyone to start off like fresh again. And after about 3 hours of playing, I would say maybe 2.5, 3 hours, I got to level 10. So I mean, the level up system's not too bad. There is a prestiging kind of system. I don't want to say prestiging because that's from Call of Duty, but it works like that, if you know what I mean. It's like once you get to top level, you could restart, and it's good. I mean, actually, I saw someone that looked like they were prestiged or whatever it's going to be called in the game. They were like level 30 something, like had a little symbol next to their name, so I'm assuming that's what it is, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know how they got the game so early because I don't think the servers were up at that time. But yeah, I mean, I'm hearing things like the Xbox One version was really good, so that's great too. I play on PC obviously, so I mean that's just, it matters more to me that it works on PC. But everything ran great. Everything was good. It's interesting though how the campaign works, because there is no campaign, but there's a multiplayer campaign. And to unlock, well, you have one Titan, okay? So you have the main, I believe it's called the Atlas Titan. It's the main one. You can only use that one. To unlock the two other Titans, I think it's the Strider and the Ogre. To unlock those two type of Titans, you have to complete the multiplayer campaign, which is basically one map is one mission, and say it'll be attrition or something. I think there was one, I think it's actually this gameplay, where you have to go into this village and there's like the specters there, and you have to kill them because they're like overrunning like the town and like killing people in the village or something. It's really interesting. It's good because I feel like some games, they don't need a campaign to actually be like a good game, and I feel like the campaign, they waste resources on the campaign and should put more of those resources towards multiplayer. But this feels good. I mean, it has like some reason why you're here. It makes some sense why some of the maps are the way they are. Like this is a village map, or this is a colony map, whatever it's called, and it makes sense because that's how the map looks. That's why there's like specters attacking you and everything, and it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, and If you don't want to do the campaign, which you have to do the campaign, I think there was like 9, 10 missions or so. I forgot the exact amount. You do all those and you complete it, and you actually unlock one of the Titans. And I think it says you have to complete it again, and you unlock the other Titan for the whole 3 Titan set, which is interesting because it gives people an incentive to play this, and it's basically like a playlist. It's really interesting, and you have to try it out to actually see it. But it's a really interesting system what they're doing, and I really like it. Now, if you don't want to deal with that, if you just want to get straight into multiplayer, you could do that. You could do a variety pack. You do Last Titan Standing, Attrition, Hardpoint, whatever you want. It's still fun, and it's still a good game. And yeah, this is my first impressions for Titanfall. Would I recommend it? I would say yes. I wouldn't say buy it at Origin for $60 because I just found out there's a lot of websites that sell games for much cheaper. There's a website, I think it's G2A, something like that. I think it's like that. You look it up, and they're selling Titanfall for I think 49 bucks. Don't quote me on that, but it was definitely much cheaper than it is buying on Origin. And you'll have a lot of things, and it'll work well. And I mean, you'll be able to like save a couple dollars with the purchase, which is pretty nice. And Origin does have a guarantee that I believe it's 1 day. You can play the game for 24 hours, and they'll give you a return for the game if you don't like it, completely free, like to get the return back. Or if you have it in your library for a week, you could return it. So without playing it. So I mean, that's pretty good of Origin, like good guy Origin there. So that's nice. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my first impressions for Titanfall. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. And I'll see you Thursday for another Titanfall video, something about how to or whatever. So yeah, guys, I'll see you all next time.